Imagine being able to learn anything, yes, anything minus 10 times faster. What if I told you there's a way to absorb information, master skills, and reach your goals at lightning speed without burning out? Sounds too good to be true, right? But trust me, it's not. In fact, it's a game-changing approach that the world's top performers swear by. And the best part, it's not about working harder, it's about learning smarter. Welcome to the world of MetaLearning.now. Before you think this is just another fancy term, let me stop you right there. Meta-learning is the art of learning how to learn. It's the process of learning the process of learning. Let me explain, this isn't just about cramming information into your head. It's about hacking your brain to learn more efficiently. Think about it, when you learn faster, you get more done. And when you get more done, you have more time for what truly matters. Who wouldn't want that? Imagine this, you're trying to master a new language, pick up coding, or learn how to play the piano. Most people dive straight into the task, getting overwhelmed by the amount of new information they have to process. But here's the thing, successful learners, the ones who actually get results, don't jump in without a strategy. They use meta-learning to figure out the most effective way to learn. Right from the start, here's the first trick. Deconstruct the skill. Break it down. Sounds simple, right? But most people don't do this. They take on the entire skill at once and wonder why they're not getting anywhere. Instead, dissect the skill into smaller, manageable chunks. Let's say you want to learn how to play the piano. Instead of trying to play an entire song, focus on learning the chords first, then work your way to the rhythm. It's like building a house, you wouldn't start with the roof, right? Now, let's talk about learning faster by focusing on the essentials. This is huge. Meta-learning teaches you to prioritize the most important parts of the skill. Instead of trying to learn everything, focus on the 20% that gives you 80% of the results. This is based on the Pareto principle. If you're learning to speak a new language, don't waste time memorizing every word. Focus on the most common phrases, the ones you'll use every day. Soon, you'll be speaking more fluidly than you ever imagined, and the rest. That comes later, Then there's self-testing. This is one of the most effective ways to speed up your learning. Think of it like working out. Your brain gets stronger when you actively engage with the material. When you test yourself, you're not just passively absorbing info, you're actively reinforcing it. Whether it's through flashcards, quizzes, or even teaching someone else what you've learned, self-testing makes sure the knowledge sticks. The next trick, spaced repetition. This is the art of reviewing material over time. Instead of cramming everything into one long study session, spread it out over several days or weeks. Spacing out your learning helps your brain retain information longer and keeps you from getting mentally exhausted. It's all about giving your brain time to process, consolidate, and store what you've learned. Here's a really powerful one, learning through failure. Most people are terrified of failing, but in the meta-learning world, failure is your best friend. Why? Because when you fail, your brain automatically looks for ways to correct itself. This feedback loop is one of the fastest ways to learn. Embrace mistakes as stepping stones to mastery. The faster you make them, the quicker you improve. Now, let's talk about mental models. These are the frameworks or blueprints that help you make sense of new information. I think of them like shortcuts that your brain uses to process things more efficiently. Instead of learning something from scratch every time, mental models let you apply what you already know to new situations. It's like using a map to navigate through an unfamiliar city. You don't have to figure everything out step by step. You follow a familiar path that leads you straight to your destination. And here's a key one to remember. Focus on consistency, not intensity. The biggest mistake people make when they try to learn something new is overloading themselves. They dive in with full force, burning out after a week. But consistency is what separates successful learners from everyone else. You don't have to study for 10 hours a day, just make sure you're learning. Even if it's for 30 minutes a day. Little by little, those 30 minutes add up. And before you know it, you've mastered what you set out to learn. Lastly, let's talk about embracing the right mindset. Without the right mental attitude, all these techniques won't do much. To learn anything 10x faster, you need a growth mindset. This means believing that you can always improve, that intelligence isn't fixed, and that with the right strategies and effort, you can achieve anything. When you approach learning with this mindset, your brain becomes a sponge, ready to absorb and process new information at record speed. So, here's the deal, learning faster isn't about shortcuts, it's about smart strategies. Meta-learning teaches you how to work with your brain, not against it. By breaking skills down, focusing on what's essential, using self-testing, embracing failure, and staying consistent, you'll be learning at a speed you never thought possible. Now, what's the one skill you want to learn faster? What's stopping you? If you're ready to put meta-learning into action, start today. Trust me, in a few weeks, you'll look back and wonder why you didn't start sooner. This script is designed to keep your audience engaged with conversational language and continuous hooks. It provides actionable advice while building excitement about the concept of meta-learning. Let me know if you need any tweaks or additions. And here's the real beauty of meta learning. Once you start applying these methods, learning becomes not just faster, but more enjoyable. You'll feel like you're constantly making progress, which is the key to staying motivated. Instead of feeling frustrated by how slow it seems to pick up a new skill, you'll feel the rush of small wins every day. It's like a game where you're leveling up every single time you learn something new. Let's face it, we've all been in those situations where we've tried to learn something, felt stuck, and then given up. But with meta learning, you'll notice the difference. It's all about making learning a habit. And when you start to see real results, you'll wonder why you ever thought learning had to be slow or hard. Now, imagine this for a second. What could you accomplish if you learned 10 times faster than you are now? Would you finish that book you've been meaning to read? Would you finally become fluent in that language? Or maybe even master that new skill that's been on your list for years? The possibilities are endless. You might be thinking, okay, but is this really doable for me? Can I really learn anything this fast? The answer is yes. Meta learning is not some secret trick that only a few people can use. It's a method anyone can adopt. It's about setting yourself up for success and working smarter, not harder. With the right tools and mindset, you can start learning anything at an accelerated pace. Now, here's something crucial to understand. It's not about doing everything at once. You don't have to tackle every skill or subject right now. Start with one thing. Maybe it's a new programming language, or maybe you've always wanted to learn how to play chess. Pick one skill, break it down, and apply meta learning principles to it. Focus your energy and attention, and you'll see results faster than you ever thought possible. Think about it. What would learning this fast allow you to about? What could you achieve in the next month, the next year? Would you start that side hustle you've been dreaming about? Or perhaps you'd level up in your career. Maybe you'd finally get the confidence to try something new, something you've been putting off for years. All of this becomes possible when you master the art of learning faster. The secret sauce here is consistency. It's like working out. You don't have to hit the gym for hours every day. You just need to show up consistently and apply the right methods. Meta learning is your workout for the brain. The more you practice these techniques, the faster your brain adapts, and the faster you pick up new skills. But here's the final piece of the puzzle, the mindset. This isn't just about memorizing facts or learning techniques. It's about believing in your ability to grow and improve. The power of meta learning isn't in the strategy itself. It's in the belief that you can learn anything faster. Once you truly believe this, your brain opens up to new possibilities. It starts searching for ways to learn more efficiently, and it becomes a self-sustaining cycle. So, let me ask you one more time, what do you want to learn? What could you achieve if you could learn 10 times faster? Start applying the meta learning methods today, and take that first step toward transforming your learning process. The faster you learn, the quicker you can grow, and the sooner you can start living your dream life. Remember, your brain is an incredibly powerful tool, and with the right strategies, it can do more than you ever imagined. So what's stopping you? The best time to start learning smarter, faster, and better is no doubt. With this continuation, we focus even more on motivating the viewer, encouraging them to take action and apply the meta learning principles. The tone stays upbeat and energizing, emphasizing how anyone can start learning faster and more effectively with the right mindset and strategies. Let me know if you'd like to add anything else. What if you could cut your learning time in half, or even better, learn 10 times faster? Sounds like a dream, right? Well, the truth is, this isn't just a fantasy. This is something that's achievable for anyone. And it's all thanks to one powerful concept, meta learning. Meta learning is the art of learning how to learn. It's a game changer for anyone looking to absorb new information at lightning speed. And here's the kicker: when you master meta learning, you'll unlock a superpower. The ability to learn anything faster, smarter, and more effectively than ever before. Now, I get it. You might be thinking, learning faster. How is that even possible? Well, let me tell you, it's all about using the right strategies to hack the learning process. Let me take you through it. The first step in the meta learning method is understanding how to break down the skill. When you're learning something new, it's easy to get overwhelmed. You see the bigger picture and think it's too much to handle. But here's the secret. You don't need to learn everything at once. Instead, break the skill down into smaller, bite-sized pieces. Let's say you want to learn to play the guitar. Instead of trying to master an entire song right away, focus on learning the chords first. Once you've mastered those, the rest becomes a lot easier. The second principle is prioritizing the most important elements. This is where the magic happens. Think of it like the 80/20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. 20% of the information you learn gives you 80% of the results. Instead of wasting time learning everything, focus on the core concepts that will help you the most. Let's take learning a new language as an example. Instead of memorizing every single word, focus on learning the most common phrases, the ones you'll use in daily conversation. By mastering these first, you'll be speaking more naturally and faster than if you tried to memorize everything. Here's the third principle: active recall and self-testing. If you're not testing yourself, you're not truly learning. This method isn't about passively absorbing information. It's about engaging with the material. When you test yourself, whether it's with flashcards, quizzes, or simply teaching someone else what you just learned, you're reinforcing the knowledge. Active recall helps you retain information longer, and it's one of the fastest ways to learn and remember new things. Now, here's a game-changing trick: spaced repetition. This technique involves reviewing information at increasing intervals, instead of cramming all at once, which leaves you with a lot of forgotten information. Spaced repetition helps you retain what you've learned over time. The more often you review and test yourself, the stronger the neural connections in your brain become. Over time, it becomes second nature. Let's move on to the next principle: failing fast and learning from your mistakes. Most people fear failure, but here's the truth: failure is the best teacher. In fact, meta-learning encourages you to fail as quickly as possible. Why? Because when you fail, to look for solutions and improvements. It's through mistakes that the most powerful learning happens. So instead of shying away from failure, embrace it. Every mistake you make is a step closer to mastering the skill. Another key element in meta-learning is mental models. Mental models are frameworks or ways of thinking that help you simplify complex ideas. They help you see patterns and connections that would otherwise be hard to spot. Think of them as shortcuts for your brain. For example, when learning a new skill, you don't always need to start from scratch. You can apply existing models to new situations, speeding up the learning process. But there's one final piece to the puzzle: consistency over intensity. It's tempting to dive in and do everything at once, but that's not the best way to learn faster. Instead of cramming for hours, focus on consistent daily practice. Just 30 minutes a day done consistently is far more powerful than an all-night study session. It's the little efforts done every single day that will eventually lead to massive results. Now, let's talk about the most important aspect of all this: your mindset. Without the right mindset, all the strategies in the world won't help you. To learn faster, you need a growth mindset, the belief that you can improve with effort and the right approach. This mindset is the key to unlocking your full potential. When you believe that learning is a skill that can be improved, you'll start to see progress faster than you ever thought possible. So let's break it down. To learn anything 10 times faster, use the meta-learning method. Break the skill into manageable chunks. Focus on the most important elements. Test yourself regularly. Use spaced repetition. Embrace failure as feedback. Apply mental models to speed up learning. And most importantly, stay consistent and keep a growth mindset. If you do all of this, you'll start to see results in no time. You'll be learning faster, retaining more, and feeling more confident in your ability to tackle anything. And the best part: once you master this method, you can apply it to virtually any skill, any subject at any time. Whether it's learning a new language, mastering a musical instrument, or acquiring technical skills for your career, you'll be able to learn it faster and more effectively than you ever thought possible. So, what's the first thing you're going to learn using the meta-learning method? What skill have you always wanted to master? The clock's ticking. Start learning smarter today and unlock your full potential. Now that you understand the core principles of meta-learning, it's time to get serious about putting them into practice. But let's be real. Knowing the strategies is one thing, actually using them is where the magic happens. Here's the thing: learning faster doesn't mean you have to be perfect from the get-go. In fact, it's the opposite. The beauty of meta-learning is that it allows you to get better over time by making mistakes and learning from them. The more you apply these strategies, the more you'll start to see a shift in how quickly you pick things up. You'll surprise yourself with how fast you're improving. But here's the big question: how do you stay motivated when learning something new feels overwhelming? The key is to embrace small wins. Every time you make progress, no matter how tiny it feels, celebrate it. Every time you understand something new or apply a technique successfully, take a moment to acknowledge it. Small wins add up to huge results over time. They build momentum, and momentum is what will keep you going. One of the biggest obstacles that trips people up when they're trying to learn fast is their own doubt. That voice in your head telling you, this is too hard, or I'm not cut out for this. But remember, the people who are successful at learning quickly didn't start out as experts, they just got started and kept going. The growth mindset is critical here. Remind yourself that learning is a process, and every setback is just a part of the journey. The more you practice, the faster you'll get. And let me tell you, the results will blow your mind. You'll start feeling more in control of your learning process, like you're mastering skills in a fraction of the time. You'll start seeing real improvements faster than you thought possible. And when you see that progress, it'll make you want to keep learning even more. It's a cycle that feeds itself. So where do you start? Pick one thing, just one thing. Pick a skill you're excited about. It could be anything: a new language, photography, coding, even mastering public speaking. Apply the meta-learning techniques we just talked about, break it down, focus on the essentials, use active recall, and don't forget to embrace failure. Keep testing yourself, space repetition, and practice consistency every single day. Before you know it, you'll be speeding through the learning process, mastering skills, and feeling like a superhero in your own life. But here's the best part, this doesn't stop with just one skill. Once you unlock the power of meta learning, you can apply it to anything you want to learn in the future. Whether it's for your career, your personal development, or just for fun, you'll have a framework to learn faster and smarter. No matter what, if you've ever felt like learning something new was out of your reach, this is your chance to prove yourself wrong. Because with the meta learning method, there are no limits. The only limit is the one you put on yourself. Oh, what are you waiting for? Start now. Take that first step and implement one of the meta learning strategies we talked about. The faster you start, the faster you'll start seeing results. And trust me, once you do, there's no turning back. You'll wonder how you ever learned without it. And remember, every journey starts with the first step. Today is the day you start learning faster than you ever thought possible. This extension keeps the focus on action, motivate the viewer to take the next step and apply the principles in their own lives. The tone is motivational, emphasizing the ease and potential of meta learning for long-term success. Let me know if you want to continue or adjust anything further. As you dive deeper into the world of meta learning, something incredible will begin to happen. Your confidence will skyrocket. You'll start seeing challenges as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles holding you back. And that mindset shift is everything. Because here's the truth. You don't need to be born with natural talent to learn faster than ever. The top performers, whether they're athletes, musicians, entrepreneurs, or scientists, they don't have some magical ability. What they have is the right framework for learning. They know how to learn, and that's what sets them apart. Meta learning is your shortcut to mastering that framework. And once you get the hang of this, it's going to feel like you're hacking the system. You'll become a lifelong learner, constantly looking for new ways to optimize how you learn and grow. It won't just be about one skill or one subject. It'll be about building the mindset and the tools that will help you tackle anything life throws your way. Think about it. Every time you try something new, you're not starting from scratch. You're applying the techniques you've learned, and each time you do, you'll move faster. This is how experts do it. They don't spend months or years trying to perfect everything before moving on. They learn the fundamentals, apply what they know, and build on that. Over time, they get better at learning, and the results speak for themselves. Now, let's break this down even more. What's the one thing holding you back from learning faster right now? Is it fear of failure? Doubt? Lack of time? Whatever it is, let me tell you, those are all just barriers in your mind. The only true limit to your learning speed is how you choose to approach the process. If you take action, consistently apply the strategies we've discussed, and stick with it, you'll break through those barriers. But I want you to remember one last thing. Learning doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't need to be a chore. With the right mindset, it can actually be fun. Yes, fun. The excitement of mastering. Until something new, the rush of connecting the dots and realizing you've improved, is exhilarating. Meta learning transforms the entire experience into something enjoyable. It's not about working yourself into the ground. It's about smart, efficient learning that gets you results with less effort. And here's the kicker, you can start today. There's no need to wait for the perfect moment to begin. You don't need to wait until tomorrow, next week, or next month. The best time to start is right now. When? Pick something you've always wanted to learn and take the first step using the meta learning strategies. The road ahead might seem long, but trust me, if you apply these techniques and stay consistent, you'll look back in just a few weeks and marvel at how much you've accomplished. Learning fast isn't just a dream, it's your new reality. You might even start to realize that the speed at which you learn isn't just about learning faster, it's about learning more deeply, more efficiently, and more joyfully. As you get better at learning, the world will open up in ways you never thought possible. So here's your challenge, take action. Start applying the meta learning method right now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Break down the skill you want to learn. Identify the core elements. Start practicing consistency, active recall, and spaced repetition. Embrace failure and learn from it. Remember, the faster you learn, the more you grow. The more you grow, the closer you get to your goals. The closer you get to your goals, the more you can achieve and in turn, change your life. Your journey to mastering the art of learning starts now. As you dive deeper into this new way of learning, there's something you need to keep in mind. Learning is a lifelong journey, and meta learning is your roadmap. Every skill you tackle, every new thing you pick up is a step forward. But here's the thing. It's not about racing to the finish line. It's about building a process that's sustainable and enjoyable. Now, this is where it gets exciting. The moment you realize that learning doesn't have to be painful or slow, you'll start noticing something else. The world will seem like a whole new place. Suddenly, new opportunities will open up. You'll find that learning isn't just for school or work anymore, it becomes a part of your everyday life. It could be something small, like mastering the art of cooking your favorite meal, or something big like gaining the skills to launch your own business. But it all starts with taking control of your learning speed. Every time you pick up a new skill, every time you challenge yourself to learn faster, you are stacking the odds in your favor. You'll feel like you've unlocked the cheat code for life. And the best part, the more you use meta learning, the better you get at it. Your brain becomes more efficient at learning, almost like it's training for a marathon. The faster you learn, the faster you can learn more. It's a cycle that feeds itself. It's like a snowball effect. Once you start small, you'll find that everything starts to speed up. The more efficient your learning process becomes, the more you'll crave that feeling of improvement. And soon enough, you'll be looking at your own growth, amazed at how much you've achieved in such a short amount of time. But let's be real, there will be moments when you feel stuck. You might hit a wall and think this isn't working, or I'm not progressing fast enough. That's totally normal. Don't let those moments discourage you. It's just a sign that your brain is adapting, that you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. When you hit those walls, don't back down. Push through them. Because just beyond that point, you're going to find the breakthrough you've been waiting for. The most successful learners don't give up when they encounter obstacles. They use those challenges as fuel to keep going. It's about having the courage to keep trying, to keep refining your approach, to keep experimenting until you find what works best for you. That's the essence of meta learning, figuring out what works for you. And don't forget this, progress doesn't have to be linear. It's not always a straight line from beginner to expert. Some days will feel like a huge leap forward, and others might feel like a small step or even a stumble. But that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Small, consistent steps are far more powerful than trying to sprint through the learning process. As you keep applying the meta learning method, you'll also start to notice that your approach to challenges in life will shift. You'll face problems with a mindset that says, this can be solved. I just need to figure out the best way to learn and improve. Life's challenges won't seem as daunting anymore because you'll be armed with the tools to face them head on. The ability to learn fast becomes the ability to overcome anything. So, here's your call to action. Start now. Pick something you've always wanted to learn. Break it down. Apply the principles of meta learning. Focus on the core elements, practice active recall, use spaced repetition, and embrace those inevitable failures. But most importantly, stay consistent. A little bit of effort each day will pay off in ways you won't believe. And remember, the sky's the limit. With meta learning, the more you learn, the faster you can learn. And the faster you learn, the more you can achieve. This is your time to step into your full potential and become the best learner you've ever been. This is just the beginning. The road ahead is full of endless possibilities. But it all starts with one decision to learn faster, smarter, and better. So, let's get started. What's the first skill you'll tackle? The first step is right in front of you, and it's waiting for you to take IT. The more you embrace the meta learning method, the more you'll start to see it transform not just how you learn, but how you approach life itself. You'll begin to realize that learning isn't a daunting task, but an exciting adventure. A journey full of opportunities to grow and expand your abilities. The initial struggle you might face is just the beginning, a sign that you're pushing your limits and building something incredible. Think about it. Every time you pick up a new skill or dive into a new subject, you're not just getting better at that one thing. You're also becoming a more effective learner overall. With each new challenge, you're improving your ability to learn faster, retain more, and apply knowledge with ease. Over time, you'll start to notice how much easier it is to learn anything you set your mind to. The obstacles that once seemed overwhelming will start to feel more like stepping stones, each one taking you closer to mastering your goals. But here's something powerful to remember: learning isn't a race. It's not about being the fastest, but about building a sustainable learning process that works for you. It's about enjoying the journey, embracing the small wins, and understanding that every bit of progress is valuable. You might not see dramatic shifts right away, but trust that with each day you put into practice these strategies, you're inching closer to your goals. In fact, some of the most successful learners out there didn't achieve their mastery overnight. They took it one step at a time, applied the right strategies, failed a few times, and learned from each failure. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. And once you truly grasp that, you'll realize how powerful your learning can become. And let's not forget the most important thing: you're building a lifelong skill. Once you unlock the power of meta learning, it's not just something you use once and forget about. It becomes part of how you live and grow. Every time you pick up a new book, learn a new software, or explore a new field of interest, you'll already know how to approach it. You'll have the tools to learn faster and smarter, and you'll be ahead of the game. But even more than that, you'll have the confidence to know that no matter what you want to learn in the future, you can handle it. Whether it's a skill for your career, a personal passion, or just something you've always wanted to try, you'll be ready. The best part, the skills you build along the way won't just make you more knowledgeable, they'll make you more adaptable. In a world that's changing so quickly, the ability to learn new things at lightning speed is one of the most valuable skills you can have. Think about where you want to be 6 months from now. What could you accomplish if you applied these meta learning methods consistently? What skills could you master? What goals could you crush? The possibilities are endless. But remember, it all starts with action. I don't wait for the perfect time or the ideal circumstances. Start now with whatever you want to learn and apply the strategies you've discovered. Break down the skill, focus on the essentials. Use active recall and spaced repetition, and make learning a daily habit. You'll be amazed at how much progress you can make in just a short time. And once you see those results, you'll realize that this isn't just a method, it's a game changer. You have everything you need to learn anything you want faster than you ever thought possible. The road ahead is full of opportunities, and with the meta learning method, you're already equipped to succeed. It's time to stop holding back and start learning at full speed. What's the first thing you'll master? Your journey begins now. The more you continue to apply the meta learning method, the clearer it becomes. This is not just a faster way to learn, it's a more fulfilling way to grow. You're not only speeding up your progress, but you're also deepening your understanding of your mind and how you can best interact with the world around you. It becomes less about memorizing facts and more about mastering the art of learning itself. There will be moments of frustration, no doubt. Times when you feel like you're not progressing as quickly as you hoped, or when things just don't seem to stick. But here's the trick, those are the moments where growth happens the most. Every challenge, every moment of doubt is an opportunity to refine your learning process. It's your brain adapting, your skills becoming more solid. Just remember, nothing worth achieving comes without some effort. And this method of learning is about working smarter, not harder. In fact, once you get into the rhythm of meta learning, it will become second nature. You'll find that learning isn't something you need to force. It will start to feel almost effortless, like a muscle you've strengthened over time. And with every new skill you master, you'll gain a confidence that propels you forward even faster. One of the greatest things about this method is that it allows you to tailor your learning to suit your unique strengths. It doesn't require you to force yourself into a mold or follow a one-size-fits-all path. Instead, it encourages you to explore what works best for you and leverage that for maximum results. You'll learn how to identify the quickest and most effective paths to your goals, making each learning experience more personalized, intuitive, and impactful. And the more you practice, the more you'll find yourself becoming not just a faster learner, but also a more curious and passionate one. You'll begin seeking out new opportunities, whether that's picking up a new language, diving deeper into a subject you've always been interested in, or challenging yourself to become more creative. The world will seem full of endless possibilities when you understand how to learn anything quickly. The key here is consistency. It's about showing up every day, even if it's just for a short time. Whether you're working on mastering a language, learning a new instrument, or gaining professional skills, the power lies in consistent, deliberate practice. And as you keep at it, those small increments of progress will add up, giving you results you'll be proud of. By now, you've already taken the first step toward becoming an expert at learning. That's powerful. The ability to acquire new skills quickly and efficiently opens doors you might have once thought were closed. And the best part is you can apply this method to anything, whether you want to learn a technical skill, enhance your creativity, or simply become a more knowledgeable person. So what are you waiting for? Start today. Take the first step toward learning the things you've always wanted to master. With meta learning as your guide, the sky's the limit. The skills, knowledge, and success you desire are just waiting for you to dive in. It's time to unlock your full potential one step at a time. As you continue on this journey of learning faster and more efficiently, you'll start to see something incredible unfold. The barriers you once thought were in your way, time, confusion, lack of expertise, begin to melt away. You'll start feeling more in control of your learning process, more confident in your abilities. The more you apply meta learning, the more you'll realize how much potential you have that you never even knew existed. What's even more exciting is that your learning won't just stay confined to one area. The beauty of meta learning is that it's transferable. It works for any skill, any subject, any challenge, whether you're learning something creative like art, something technical like coding, or something physical like playing a sport. The same principles apply. Once you understand how to learn faster and smarter, you can apply it to absolutely anything. Imagine being able to tackle any new skill or concept with the same level of confidence and ease that you now have with the things you've already mastered. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. You won't just be moving through the learning process faster, you'll be doing it with greater enjoyment and purpose. The key to success in meta learning is persistence. It's about pushing past the early frustrations and sticking with it, even when things seem slow. You'll learn that progress is often not linear, but when you look back, The strides you've made will be clear. Every day you commit to learning, even just a little bit, is a step closer to mastering something new. And that's where the magic happens, the constant, cumulative progress. But here's where it gets really interesting. When you embrace this mindset of learning at an accelerated pace, your entire approach to life changes. You'll find that you're not just learning for the sake of gaining knowledge, you're learning because it empowers you. You'll be able to approach challenges and obstacles in a new way, knowing that you have the ability to learn whatever you need to overcome them. Every mistake you make won't feel like a failure. It will feel like another opportunity to improve and refine your technique. You'll develop resilience and adaptability, two of the most powerful traits you can possess. And these traits won't just serve you in your learning, they'll impact every aspect of your life, from your career to your personal growth. The world around you will start to feel more open, more accessible. No longer will you feel limited by what you feel. With the ability to learn quickly and effectively, you'll have the tools to break through any barrier. The possibilities for what you can accomplish are endless. So, take a moment to think about where you want to go with all of this. What's the first skill you'll tackle? What's the goal you'll focus on? The choice is entirely yours, and with meta learning, you're setting yourself up for success in a way that's not just about getting to the end goal, but enjoying every step of the process. This is your time to unlock the full potential of your mind and your abilities. It's your opportunity to step into a new version of yourself. The world around you will start to feel more open, more accessible. No longer will you feel limited by what you feel. With the ability to learn quickly and effectively, you'll have the tools to break through any barrier. The possibilities for what you can accomplish are endless. So, take a moment to think about where you want to go with all of this. What's the first skill you'll tackle? What's the goal you'll focus on? The choice is entirely yours, and with meta learning, you're setting yourself up for success in a way that's not just about getting to the end goal, but enjoying every step of the process. This is your time to unlock the full potential of your mind and your abilities. It's your opportunity to step into a new version of yourself. Someone who doesn't shy away from challenges, but embraces them with the knowledge that they have the power to learn anything, at any speed. The future is wide open, and it all starts with the decision to learn smarter, not harder. So, are you ready to take that next step? The tools are in your hands. The method is at your disposal. And now it's time to take action. No more waiting. It's your turn to learn faster, think deeper, and reach higher than ever before. The only thing left to do is get started. As you continue down this path, you'll realize something profound. The process of learning becomes just as rewarding as the result itself. The moments of clarity, the small wins, the breakthroughs you experience along the way, those will start to feel more fulfilling than the final destination. The more you learn to enjoy the journey, the faster you'll find yourself progressing. And the best part, the more you succeed, the more you'll crave new challenges, new opportunities to grow. You'll start inspiring the people around you to adopt this method, to break through their own learning barriers, and watch as they become faster, more efficient learners as well. The ripple effect of this knowledge is unstoppable. It doesn't just help you, it helps everyone you share it with. This is the beauty of meta learning. It's not just a personal skill. It's a universal one. Once you learn how to learn, you become unstoppable. The world becomes a place where everything is within your grasp. Every challenge, no matter how daunting, becomes an exciting opportunity for growth. And with that mindset, you'll start noticing something incredible. You'll learn with ease. What once seemed complicated or out of reach will begin to feel natural. That's the power of mastering meta learning. It's about not just speeding up your learning process, but about making it feel seamless and effortless. You'll start absorbing knowledge with a sense of fluidity, and in turn, you'll find it easier to apply that knowledge to real-world situations. So, ask yourself, what if everything you've ever wanted to learn could be achieved 10x faster? What if you could cut through the struggles, the procrastination, and the frustration, and get to the good part, the mastery, so much sooner? Well, now you know the secret. The time to start is right now. Every skill you want to acquire, every subject you want to dive into can be yours. It's all about applying the principles of meta learning and taking control of your own learning process. There's no limit to what you can achieve when you approach learning with the right mindset. So keep pushing forward. Keep exploring new skills, new subjects, and new ways to challenge yourself. This is just the beginning. As you keep applying these principles, you'll watch yourself grow in ways you never thought possible. Your ability to learn faster and smarter will transform your life. And you'll realize that there's truly no limit to what you can accomplish. It all starts with one simple decision to believe in your ability to learn anything faster than you ever imagined. The rest will follow. In conclusion, the journey of mastering meta learning is more than just about speeding up the process of acquiring knowledge. It's about reshaping how you interact with learning itself. It's a method that empowers you to take control of your educational path, break through the limitations you once thought you had, and unlock a level of efficiency that transforms not just how fast you learn, but how well you retain and apply the knowledge. Through meta learning, you're not just absorbing facts or memorizing concepts. You're gaining a deeper understanding of the learning process itself, how your brain works, how to break down complex ideas into manageable pieces, and how to apply them in ways that actually make sense to you. You're creating a framework that supports faster, smarter learning, a system that's adaptable and personalized to your unique strengths. In conclusion, the journey of mastering meta learning is more than just about speeding up the process of acquiring knowledge. It's about reshaping how you interact with learning itself. It's a method that empowers you to take control of your educational path, break through the limitations you once thought you had, and unlock a level of efficiency that transforms not just how fast you learn, but how well you retain and apply the knowledge. Through meta learning, you're not just absorbing facts or memorizing concepts. You're gaining a deeper understanding of the learning process itself, how your brain works, how to break down complex ideas into manageable pieces, and how to apply them in ways that actually make sense to you. You're creating a framework that supports faster, smarter learning, a system that's adaptable and personalized to your unique strengths. Once you understand how to learn efficiently, you begin to realize that there is no limit to what you can achieve. You can dive into any subject, pick up any skill, and quickly become proficient. This is especially empowering in today's fast-paced world where change is constant and the need to adapt is more important than ever. With meta learning, you're not just passively waiting to be taught, you're taking an active role in your own education. And that's a powerful position to be in. Alongside the speed and efficiency, meta learning also nurtures your curiosity. You'll begin to see learning as a fun challenge rather than a burden. The more you apply the principles of meta learning, the more you'll want to learn, not just because you need to, but because you enjoy the process of expanding your knowledge and pushing your own boundaries. Your mindset will shift from "I have to learn this" to "I want to learn this." And when learning becomes a passion, the process itself becomes far more rewarding. But perhaps one of the most valuable aspects of meta learning is its ripple effect. As you grow, learn, and evolve, you'll naturally inspire those around you to do the same. Your newfound confidence and skills won't just benefit you, they'll benefit everyone you share them with. You'll find that the more you embrace the principles of meta learning, the more you'll be able to help others break through their own barriers and unlock their full potential. This cycle of growth, inspiration, and empowerment can create a profound positive impact on both your life and the lives of others. Ultimately, meta learning is about more than just becoming a faster learner. It's about becoming a better, more capable version of yourself. It's about taking control of your future, developing resilience, adaptability, and confidence, and embracing learning as a lifelong adventure. The ability to learn anything at any speed is a skill that opens doors to countless opportunities. And with meta learning, you can harness that power to create the life you've always imagined. So, take the first step today. Start applying the meta learning method and watch as you unlock new levels of success, creativity, and personal growth. The world is full of endless possibilities. Your potential is limitless. And now you have the tools to unleash it. The question isn't whether you can learn faster, it's how far you're willing to go. And trust me, with meta learning, there are no limits to what you can achieve.